this day, the day of 8th of August, mean to you personally?
It means to me barbecue, seeing a bunch of family members I ain't saw in years. Like, when I was a kid coming up, I was about 12 years old. I burned my first shoulder right here in Anderson Court on the 7th Street side. Was up all night, cotton clubs jumping, people riding cars going through all night long. 6 o'clock that morning, I fell asleep in the chair on the front porch, right here. And it burned my shoulder up. So I told Mama, I don't want to tell. I was scared to death to tell my mama burned the shoulder. She said, don't worry about it, baby. We'll have chicken. You know, that's real shit. But, you know, I loved it growing up out here. Football, basketball, it was like the older cats didn't let the younger cats forget about where it came from. First team prep All-American. My wife's in the Hall of Fame. She's from Mount Anderson Court.
Why do you think it's important for young people like us to be in this tradition?
It's great because inherent knowledge, you can't just learn it in a book. You gotta be hands-on, like the camaraderie, everybody out here, every age group, from the oldest to youngest. I know all the old people, and I met one of the youngest persons right here today.
Hello, my name is Rona Knox. I am a retired school counselor at McNabb Elementary, retired military, and Anderson Court is my stomping ground. I say Anderson Court was the best place to grow up because we didn't even realize how poor we were because our parents did such a good job. In the neighborhood, the mothers around there, if they saw you doing something wrong, they corrected you. So our parents always had support for one another, and we always looked out for one another.
I did have a lot of correcting when I was growing up here. I will say that. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, Mel?
My name is Geronda Thomas. I'm originally from Clinton, Kentucky, but I grew up in Elmwood, I grew up in Anderson Court, and I grew up in Dudley Courts. And so I'm a product of all of them, but AC is my family. And I've lived out here like twice. So we just want to do something for the kids of Anderson Court and also for the community. Something positive.
That sounds good. What does the 8th of August mean to y'all personally?
8th of August is a time to celebrate our freedom. This is the time where, when the slaves were freed, this is the time that Kentucky learned that we were freed. And so this is the time that we do that. But it's also a time to give back. It's a time to show our community that we can accomplish anything if we work together.
Yes.
What about you, ma'am?
And I agree with everything she just said.
That sounds wonderful. Why do y'all think it's important for young people like me to come to this tradition?
Well, for one thing, us older ones, we're gonna time out one day. And so we gotta make sure that you all are learning to give back to your community also. Because this is the only way that the Black community will survive, is if we all pitch in and do what we can. Everybody can do something. It may not be big. It could be as little or as big as you want to, but you need to give back to your community. I just remember when I was a little girl, all of the people who came to Anderson Court to give back to us, to take us to Noble Park, to take us skating, to take us. If we didn't have those people, we would have never experienced those things. And so I'm just grateful that they did it for us and we can do it for these babies.
What about you, ma'am?
I think it's just a perfect example of just giving back to Anderson Court where we were brought up. And it also shows the kids how to give back.
That sounds wonderful. If y'all got one message for today for everyone out here, what would it be?
It will be to give back, to get in the community, help these babies, because times like this, they're going to need us. They're going to need everybody.
Yes.
Because we're looking at everything that's going on, and we've got to build community that sticks together. And we've got to pray together. Because a community that prays together stays together, and we grow together.
Amen. Amen.
What about you, ma'am?
I just agree with everything she said.
That sounds wonderful.
Forward with it.
It was nice interviewing y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, baby.
I like you putting him to work. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, what's your name?
Leto Mason.
All right, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Why
Why
don't you tell? Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, born and raised right here. Descendant of kind of royalty around here, actually. My grandfather used to own most of the properties around here. The liquor store, the cotton club, just the juke joints and things like that around here. And born and raised here. Left here, got a scholarship. Used to play for the University of Louisville. Transferred out of there. Finished playing football for Western Kentucky. Got my degree. Moved, and I just come back every year for this event.
That sounds wonderful. What does the 8th of August mean to you personally?
It's family. 8th is nothing. It's the only reason I come. I live almost 2,000 miles away. Family and friends. And when I say family, I don't mean blood. I mean, this is my family. As you look around you, all of this is my family. That's what family means to me, coming together. I'm kind of one of the people that actually, when we do all the video stuff and put the games together online and stuff in the group, that's me who gets it started and so on and so forth. So, yeah.
Amen. Why do you think it's important for young people to be included in this tradition?
In this particular one, or just the 8th of August movement?
8th of August movement.
I think they need to know what their roots are. I think the part of the problem is it becomes a big party, but the 8th of August is more about welcoming your family back home that have moved away. It was all about when those that escaped slavery, those people, when everybody became free, those people got welcomed back home, and that's what became the big celebration of it. I think what's happened is over the years, a lot of young people like yourself, you guys are way too far removed from a lot of history, right? So being that, y'all just see a bunch of people partying and get together, family coming in, but I think a lot of y'all need to go to some of the opening, like as far as the intro when they go, it's called a greeting meeting, do some of that. Go downtown and know your history. Go downtown and see the wall over there by the river. Have you been down there yourself?
Yes, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. So a lot of them don't pay attention to what that means, right? And it means a lot. Like my great-grandfather was one of the people, he actually walked from Murfreesboro, Tennessee to escape slavery to come over here and live in Paducah, right? That's how my family got here. So it's a lot of rich history. As a matter of fact, at my house in Idaho, I live in Boise, Idaho now, I have a copy of our slave papers on my wall. And if you give me email, I send you to it so you can post it and, it would go with the story or whatever. Yeah.
Speaking of history, how do you feel about Donald Trump taking out most of the Black History Months out of the museum and everything like that?
So, my view on that, I'm one of them people, I did not vote for the guy, right? I'm one of them people that understand no matter who's in office, you got to live your life, right? And with him doing that, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to make people bow down to him, right? And have to depend on him. He's trying to bring back the Jim Crow era and so on and so forth. But what's happened is, what he don't get is a lot of us Black people have raised up. We're very smart. Ain't no more Jim Crow, even if he wanted to make it happen, you understand what I'm saying? So I personally don't like the guy, but that's just my personal opinion. You got to go do your own research, because there's a couple of people out here right now that I know voted for him, and I don't understand it because they came from right here out of these projects. And I think that what we got to understand is we need to just become more aware of your vote does matter. What happens is a lot of people stay at home, and people like me and you and Ronnie, I'm sorry, Big Duke, you know what I'm saying? What happens is they sit at home and think we got enough people to go vote, right? They don't vote for the midterm, right? And so what end up happening is those people end up making decisions of your life, and then all of a sudden something happened, like taking money out of Medicaid. And people think Medicaid is just insurance, and it's not just insurance. It has a lot to do with daycare and all those benefits. They think that they try to point the finger at us. And I think Donald Trump found a scapegoat in us, just like they used to do in history. Black folks was always a scapegoat. Always, always. So every time you see something political go on, you'll find somewhere in there, they're gonna find that Black folk, they'll find something to say about Black folk to make us the issue. But But how can we be the issue when we're only like 13% of the entire population? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't do the black-white game. You good to me, I'm good to you, right? So, but you asked me about a political question. You asked me a political question, so I'm just giving you a political answer that's how I feel. But I don't do the white-black thing, right? I think that what he's pulling is some racist, or whatever. I ain't gonna fuss on your interview, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, that's how I don't like it, basically.
If you got a message for everyone out here, what would it be?
Wrap your arms around your family. Time ain't your friend. A lot of times you find people that I'm gonna get to them, I'm gonna do this, and what you'll end up seeing is somebody passes away, right? And now they say, I was just gonna call them. Stay away from them. I was just gonna find your family, wrap yourself around your family, build a foundation, build together. We got a lot of smart people like yourself out here doing an interview right here, right? Where are the other young people out here trying to do that? There should be more of you guys, with podcasts. You guys got a different jump on us. So make sure you include your family and bring them along with you to do some of this too. So yeah, wrap yourself around your family.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Mr. Leon.
Leto Mason. Yeah.
Leto Mason.
Apartment 78, right down there. I stomped these grounds like it wasn't nothing.
Hey, what's your name?
Donald Wilson.
Nice to meet you, Donald
You
Wilson.
too. What's going on?
Will you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, Donald Wilson, raised in Paducah, Kentucky, went to Paducah Tillman. Went into the military after high school, did 30 years in the military, and I said once I retire, I'm gonna come back home and get back to my community, which I'm doing today.
Amen. What does this day, August the 8th, represent to you and mean to you specifically?
Well, we all know it's about freedom, emancipation. When we all found out that we was free, but to me, as a kid growing up, it was all about family. Family coming back home, seeing other families, and just enjoying each other, having a great time, barbecuing. And so August 8th is special to me because bring back a lot of memories. Not just my childhood, but I get to come back and see all my childhood friends, which all grown and some have passed. But yeah, that's what August 8th means to me.
Sounds like family played a big part while growing up in here to everyone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about, family. I don't care. You don't have to be blood related. It's all about family. Everybody I grew up in Anderson Court is my family. So I'm just here to just enjoy while I'm here.
Why do you think it's important for young people like me to be included in this tradition?
You know what? My vision for Anderson Court is always, if you make it out of the hood, we always call the hood, come back to the hood and give back. And that's what I want these kids to see. Is no matter, how poor you are, whatever your situation is when you coming up as a child, you can still make a difference one day in your life. Go to school, get that education, and give back. What else? What's up, little man? What's that?
If you had one message today for everyone out here, what would it be?
Say again?
If you had one message out here for everyone out here, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Let me see. First of all, I'm all about family, all right? Take care of your family. Take care of your home. Take care of the people who love you. The ones that don't, that's okay too. But for these young folks, go to school, get an education, and take care of your family. And so that's my advice to anyone.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Mr. Donnie. Have a great day.
War. Still. That's artillery, Mr.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. What's your name?
Venetia.
Nice meeting you, Miss Venetia.
Nice meeting you.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you grew up here.
So I actually did not grow up in Anderson Court. I actually grew up in Forest Hills. Shout out to the hillside. But I always love being in the community, always love being around my people. So we're here today just to hand out Narcan and just some information, because one thing is important is we want to make sure that everyone is safe. So we are handing out Narcan today for those to understand the importance of getting, having that in case someone has an overdose. So that's what we're doing today.
Well, that sounds very good and important. What does this day, 8th of August, personally mean to you?
So personally for me, it is history, tradition, and just family. This is the time where we see people come from all walks of life just to come together to celebrate and just know our history. So I think that this day, which history should be celebrated every day, but this particular week is just very special because you get to be able to participate in events. There's always something to do, and just people just loving on each other and having a good time.
Very important. Why do you think it's important for young people like me to be included in this tradition?
Because you guys, it's important for you guys to learn, how far that we've come to be here. Your ancestors, your family members. I mean, even now in the present time, family and people now are still making history each and every day. So it's important for individuals like you and even little ones to understand that it is important to learn and understand why this happens, why we should be here, and to celebrate it. And even after the 8th of August, continue to have that conversation and education about the importance of your history.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
If you got any influential words to say to anyone out here, what would it be?
I would say to love on each other. Okay, I know that there are times where there may be a lot of drama, but find ways to love on each other, and make sure that you spend time with people, because you never know the day or hour that someone may be gone. So just make sure that you use that time to love on one another.
Well, that's the end of the interview. It was nice meeting you.
All right, nice to meet you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Have
And
a great
always
day.
stay blessed.
Thank you.